I heard you've been looking for a thief.
You heard right. He's a laborer from nearby village, Vysoka. What was his name now? Yes, Pavel, that's it.
What was it he stole?
A few small valuables, some boots and a book.
How did you find him out?
Well, he disappeared just after the robberies.
Then couldn't someone else have done it?
I doubt it. Supposedly a poor boy, and he disappears overnight without a word of farewell. Might as well have confessed.
Where might he have gone?
In these parts? Only Kuttenberg.
How can you be so sure?
On account of that book he stole, he wouldn't be able to sell that anywhere else.
Supposing I try and find him.
You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. You think I've got time to run around Kuttenberg looking for some petty thief?
So I'll have a look around and try to find him. Maybe he tried to sell someone that loot.
I was thinking that too. If I was you, I'd ask one of the traders in Kuttenberg about him.
Wait, friend. Come here, we need to talk. Governors.
Willkommen. Was wünschst du?
Has anyone tried to sell some items recently? Maybe a ring, a medal, boots, a manuscript, or a rosary?
No. No one offered me anything like that. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a thief.
Well, no one like that would get far with me. This is an honest shop.
And where else could he sell that kind of stuff?
Well, there's some folks who wouldn't bat an eyelid at stolen loot. Try the hole in the wall tavern in Hopbrink, where no decent Christian would be seen dead. The place is run by Innkeeper Mole. You might get something out of him.
God bless.
Good day. How can I help you, sir?
Has anyone sold you a few small valuables recently? A ring, a medal, or a rosary? A kind of ornate one?
What's it to you? How would I end up if I went around telling everyone about things like that? No one would sell me anything again.
Don't worry. No one will find out.
How can you be sure?
Because I need it to be kept quiet too.
Why's that?
Are you testing me?
A little. To see if you know how to keep your mouth shut.
And? Have I convinced you?
I suppose so.
So, was there someone here like that? Maybe a young fella, kind of bashful?
Aye, he was here. I bought a silver ring, a medal, and a rosary from him, just like you said.
And do you know where I can find him now?
I don't.
Ugh, you're not much help to me.
I'm not clairvoyant. But he also wanted to sell me some book.
And? What of it?
I didn't buy it. I don't get much call for books among my customers. So I sent him to the book merchant. Try him.
Yeah. I reckon there's not much else I can do.
Talk to you about.
Servus, guter Mann. What can I do for you?
Has anyone sold you a manuscript recently? A richly illuminated one, probably about the life of St. Francis?
Indeed. A very nice piece of work. Although, that fellow who sold it to me was damn suspicious.
Yeah, I suppose you were wondering how someone who looked like he hadn't got 2 groschen to rub together Came by a book like that?
Exactly.
Well, then why did you buy it? If you suspected it was stolen?
So that nothing would happen to it, of course. Supposing he couldn't sell it, what then? It could end up thrown in a ditch, or worse again, in the fire.
Fair enough. Look, you wouldn't happen to know where that fella went afterwards?
Well, he did ask me about the local cobblers. Said he wanted to become an apprentice.
And where did you send him?
To the town center. That's where the only cobblers in the city are.
Steal, did he?
Aye, but I caught him just as he was... Wie geht's, mein Freund?
Have you taken someone on recently as an apprentice? A young fella?
Aye, there was a fella like that here. Wanted to sell me a pair of boots too. I already have an apprentice, but I bought the boots of him, at least, and sent him to Linhart. His shop is a few doors along.
Just thinking about.
Don't even ask.
Oh, that bad, is it?
The last time we visited, she didn't even recognize...
What I was thinking about. I reckon a second-hand pair will...
What would you like?
Was there a youngster here recently asking about an apprenticeship?
There was a fella like that.
And did you take him on?
I did. Just on trial for now, though.
Aha. And where can I find him?
In the workshop at the back. But why? Is he in trouble? He seems like a decent lad.
No, he's not in trouble. I just need to have a word with him.
Go ahead, then.
Henry, what are you doing here?
You weren't expecting to see me again so soon, were you?
I wasn't. That is... I'm glad to see you again, Henry.
Really? Why? So that you can explain to me why you played such a dirty trick on me?
I'm sorry, Henry. I really didn't mean to trick you.
You told me that you were going to plant the stuff on pivots and that everything would be returned afterwards.
Yeah, I told you that.
Well, then why the fuck didn't you? Why did you disappear? Why did you steal those things? Christ's sake. This way you've lost Ursula completely.
Henry, I lost her the day I was born, Paul. Even if Pivettes didn't get her, I'd never have got her father's blessing.
So why did you ask me to steal those things?
I really thought for a while that it all made sense. After all, Pivettes is such an arsehole. But then
what?
But then I realized what a nasty thing it would be to do. Even though he is an arsehole, Pivettes didn't deserve that. And Ursula certainly didn't.
Why didn't you tell me you'd changed your mind? Why didn't you stop me?
I don't know. I suppose I was tempted by the coin I could get for those things.
So it was just the coin you were after?
Don't you understand, Henry? Without that silver, I'd never be able to leave the village or start learning a trade. I'd spend the rest of my life breaking my back for someone else as a hired hand. What kind of life is that?
When did you change your mind?
When I went to see Ursula's father.
You wanted to ask for her hand? Even though he'd already promised her to Pivettes?
No. I just wanted to talk to him out of giving her to Pivettes. Because he's such a bastard. You know, I wanted to be sure there was no other way than the trick we thought of.
And what did he say to you?
He said he's known that long since. But he wouldn't be around for long and he didn't want Ursula to be left alone. At that moment, I realized how shameful it was. What I was doing.
Because of him?
That too. But mostly because of Ursula.
Why didn't you ask for a coin?
And who'd give it to me? Don't tell me you would.
I'm not saying that, but I'm sure someone would help you out.
You don't even believe that yourself.
What am I to do with you now? The captain at Suchdol is looking for you.
Henry, please. Tell him anything but the truth. Look, I finally got myself a decent livelihood here.
I'll have to think it over.
I hope you can find in your heart a little of God's mercy, Henry.
Whoa!
God bless.
Another thing about that thief you're looking for.
Yes?
Actually, nothing. Sorry.
Yeah.
Another thing about that thief you're looking for.
Yes?
I heard he left for Prague.
Oh, how long has he been gone?
A few days. You won't catch him now.
Damn it, you're right, we won't. But try explaining that to those irate villagers.
Well, that's your concern now.
Thank you kindly.
Did you enjoy content like this? Be sure to check out the channel and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.